pick up where we left off, Dr. Ellen Ennis, we have made a pretty good push into Riverside. We went down the main block. We got just about to Enigma Books, where we cleared that whole way up and down a couple times. It's probably been the second largest body pile we've had playing Project Zomboid this run so far. The caveat being, as you can see, the weather sucks. So we're back at home for, it's going to be, looks like 2 days. We're having just thick fog today and then very thick fog tomorrow. So we're going to work on skills in the area. Oh, we actually have strawberries. Excellent. I will take those. But, so we're going to chill around the base, kind of do that whole thing for while the fog's here, until it clears out. And when the fog clears out, we'll go back to it. And that's just because fighting a bunch of zombies in foggy, nasty weather is still... It's a good way to lose a run. Because you either slap into a tree because... Or not a tree, but like... You slap into stuff in your car because you can't see. The things I'm debating having us do at the moment is some skills I can work on. I can work on my mechanic skill and I can work on my metalworking skill. Both of those would be good uses of our time. Trying to think where we have a bunch of furniture to disassemble, though. We did swap out our cars. We still have the other car. I left it up at Riverside and took this one back instead. Because I totally didn't slam the other car into a tree yesterday. It didn't happen. No one has clips or anything as evidence. So, you know, didn't happen. We'll start with the mechanic stuff, I think. Then we'll move on to metalworking. Nope, we still have about half a month till we're farming again. Hey, Plenty, how's it going? We're just getting ready to get a little bit of a mechanic going on, because the weather outside is frightful. But then we're going to get back onto knocking the zombies down, because we're at about 29,000 zombie kills, so, you know, we killed a few zombies. It's a thing that's happened. Burning Sun dropping in here and immediately coming in with some push-ups. Let me go ahead and get those knocked out, and I'll be right back. I just need to document those push-ups real quick. Hey, Lawful Falafel and Plenty both here. Actually, you know what? Give me a moment. I'm gonna label this. So, first doing a shout out for Plenty, also plays Project Zomboid, well worth checking out. And also All Lawful Falafel. Many of you already know Lawful. We have rated him plenty of times. He's rated us plenty of times in the past. Another chill stream. So if you're into chill streams playing Project Zomboid, definitely a place to go. Are you still doing your So I don't know what you're up to in-game Plenty. I heard that you took a was it Inverse who told me? I heard that you took a death the other day, that we almost took a death from the same thing of just having that moment looking over to chat and, you know, suddenly you're dead. So I heard that happened, and I can personally relate to that one. But Olafel, you still doing your you're going for the 100,000 zombie kills, if I'm not mistaken? Were you still doing that? I know you were doing that last week. I hadn't kept up. Yeah, I think I've only had one actual death by chat. I've had a lot of really close calls by chat. But I think it's only been one, like, legitimate chat got me killed because I looked over there and talking. I've definitely had times where, like, your chat goes, and then, you know, you hear the zombie make a noise, like, right there, and we just, like, panic slam our way through the zombie real fast, because I don't have enough time to situation assess, because I just hear the zombie and run, because if you don't know where the threat is, you just have to go with it. Oh, you're doing 4 runs at the same time. So you're still on the 100k run as well, 2 different 100k runs, because one is unmodded, one is okay. Gotcha. At the moment, I've only got this run going, which, for those who are tuning in who haven't caught up, we are doing 16 times population, which is the maximum population that Project Zomboid supports without mods. No respawns, so once we kill the zombies, they're dead. Multiple helicopters and all that. But yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. Gotcha. Yeah, there's been a few people I've talked to. I think it was Ghost the Llama was also saying that like they run the ridiculous populations like I run, but they usually don't get particularly far because they take a lot of risks. Oh yeah. So actually, we're up to 14 katanas now, I think we found. And again, I have no mods that are doing anything to the loot tables, or we're still on just regular old rare loot, like no shenanigans. But we're up to 14 katanas because that's what happens when you kill 29,000 zombies. We are doing a day of just skill work because, yeah, I don't want to drive around at 50 miles per hour so I can actually get any place like this. No thank you. Alright, so that's the first card done. Oh yeah, and the worst thing is, like, we're like, okay, we have a thick fog day. Alright. Like, that's fine, we'll work on skills, and then we check the weather this morning, and it says, okay, tomorrow's a very thick fog day. I'm like, alright, I see you, game. You're just like, look, you've been killing these zombies, you've been at it for a while, we think that Dr. Ennis deserves a break. So we're forcing it on you. You are having a mandatory vacation. Do you get many zombies show up in Ekron with the helicopter these days? I use the helicopters aggressively, so we haven't done a helicopter in Ekron in quite a long time, honestly. But like the last helicopter, we only went to the country club because we got caught completely by surprise by the helicopter, so we just raced over there because it's someplace we get to. But generally speaking, I actually try and be aggressive with the helicopter, so I wouldn't go to like Riverside proper with it because, I mean, we'd be drawing literal thousands of zombies. Like that is one that'd be like, our vehicle, yeah, our vehicle stays. Like I accept, you know, we have been evicted. But I would definitely say like maybe the warehouse factory area. I might do the helicopter, try and draw some away. Oh yeah, the helicopter plus wee woo at the that would have been at the country club. Yeah, so far that's been the largest pile of bodies we've had. It was absolutely absurd. Ooh, yeah, that's not the type of mandatory vacation you want to get. That's the, you're on vacation. Well, when am I coming back? Don't worry about it. I would not be concerned about when you're returning. But yeah, so we're going to do a round of car mechanic on these 2 busted cars we got over here. It's how we get better at all our mechanic things. Yeah, it's not going to give us any real progress, but little by little. Oh, I am not doing aggressive helicopter tactic in the fog. No, no, no. I'm fortunate. It's pretty rare I have the helicopter and the fog happen at the same time. It's not that it's never happened. but it seldom happened. We're just messing up cars. That's the reason I use Rex. But I'm probably going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of metalworking while we have the fog around, and then once the fog clears up, we will get back to our push on Riverside. As I did mention, the last stream we had yesterday, we did manage to push. We were just like one door down from Enigma Books. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can do a peek at the skills. Let me go ahead and drag that over here. I'll just sit on top of this window. So yeah, we have managed to move ourselves up to 6 fitness, 7 strength. Our nimble is about 4 and 3/4. Getting pretty close to 5, not quite there. Our combat skills are almost all at 6, with a few of them getting real close to 7. Maintenance is at 7, which is excellent. We've maxed out our carpentry. Cooking's doing pretty good at 8. Farming and tailoring have kind of stalled at 6. Tailoring because I don't have the book. Farming because winter. Electrical, we're not putting any real effort into that anymore, but it's at just shy of 4. Mechanics at 4. As you can see, I'm working on it. I don't take any real focus on a lot of these skills. Usually the way I approach training most of these crafting skills is when we have a day that the weather is crap, that I don't want to go out driving around dealing with zombies where we're risking our life when we're doing those bad weather, I'll take a day and just go, okay, it's a skills day. We'll just work on filling this stuff out. Our aiming and reloading is at 5 and 4. That's only been 2, maybe 3 gun rampages, and it's not a significant kill count, but with us busting out, I think it was a shotgun with 200 shells or something, that put us almost to 5 by itself. It really doesn't take much with a shotgun to get to 5. Our survivalist skills are all pretty crap, though fishing is going to start skyrocketing when spring comes around, because when I started the game, we were at obese, weak, unfit, and slow healer. We're now only slow healer, everything else is a positive. So we started with 0 fitness, 0 strength, 0 anything here. And we worked our way up to this. So Ellen got them gains. Not really. The way I approach guns in a lot of these runs is I will use the gun when I'm sitting at 200-300 of a type of ammo. So I just have a bunch of bullets. I'm like, alright, let's get rid of these bullets real fast. And because of how slow progress we make, the only ammo I get is occasionally you kill a zombie, goes, oh, here's 5 shotgun shells, cool. That's something. But it's hard to get a real appreciable amount of ammo that way. So when I reach a police department or something, then I can potentially get a bunch of bullets. But honestly, we haven't been really looting hardly anything. The run's been almost entirely focused just on killing zombies. Put up our tools. Okay. But yeah, so I don't have any reservations about using guns in the game. I'm totally down to use guns. But at the moment, there's just, because we're not poking our nose in half the businesses that would have guns, we just don't end up with hardly any bullets. Okay, now I need to remember places I can do some metalworking around here. There's the road. I can't see because of the fog. Because I'm going to start training metalworking, and all this is just because we are starting to rough up all the cars we have. We've got a lot more to do. I want to find a police car, and I'm getting more and more the feeling that if I'm going to use a police car, ambulance, or something of that nature, I'm just going to have no choice but to take something that exists and repair it. Hey, Darkstrider, how's it going? Oh, I guess I could probably go to that refrigerator I dumped off the side of the road way back. Take that apart. I'm doing pretty well. Getting ourselves a nice little start to the stream, getting things going. We did finally, yesterday, actually, we passed 1,000 followers. So that was super nice. So real excited about that. That's like I never expected any of the stuff happening with the stream to happen. I did mention earlier in the stream we did commission our next set of emotes, so that is fantastic. Probably won't see those till, I would guess, mid this coming week. You know, gotta give the person time to actually do stuff. Andrew Smirk says, it's good to tidy up dumped whiteware. The planet will thank you for it. Yes, yes, okay. It took me a moment to like mentally process that. Yes, it would be good for me to take apart that fridge that we've dumped on the side of the road. It was not very ecologically sound of us to do it. But considering half the stuff I'm doing and the state of the world, our character has not put a whole lot of effort into being ecologically sound. Got ourselves a hydrate, I can do that. And a stretch. I had the book, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. All that, plus it's not real life. Yes. The concerns about, like, climate change and all that very much change when you're talking about an apocalyptic situation. Anyways, I'm going to stretch here. So I'm going to do, for people who try and time it, don't bother timing this one because I'm going to pop back and forth. But I'm going to do, like, start taking this apart, do one of my stretches, start taking the next one apart, start doing my stretches, since we are kind of killing time here. So I'll go and get those stretches going. Okay, cool. That takes a little bit over 30 seconds. I mean, sure. So I can do each one of these. Takes a bit over 30 seconds. Now, normally I actually don't mind you timing. Like, I've made the point a number of times that, like, I do try and be honest about it. I'm just terrible at counting. But in this particular case, because I am ping-ponging back and forth, it would artificially make it look like I'm doing way better about my stretches than I really am. Yeah, no, I noticed because a bunch of those I went as like I timed as like, oh, I guess the first one I just started counting early or something. Yep. And we're not actually concerned about the materials here. We're just... Oh, carpentry. I was expecting that to be metalworking. Sure, that's fine. I don't care. Teal High Cloud says, you may want to diversify your sets a bit because this odd thing happens. You don't gain as much muscle after a while if you only smash one exercise. Yeah, I actually haven't been doing any exercise at all in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking about in real life. Yes, I probably should be mixing in some, like, push-ups, squats, that kind of things. That is something that's come up to add more options, but I gotta figure out how I want to do that, because like the whole thing was, I was trying to find time to do the workouts, but with as much as I stream, it's very hard to fit it in. But making a point redemption is like, all right. But one of the challenges I run into is then when it comes to like the different workout things. Say like I add 4 different types of workouts, like one for the legs, one for the arms, one for core, that kind of thing. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Having it based on the day. I don't know how we would do cardio in a way that makes sense for stream though. But, you know, I should have cardio. But that is a possibility, is to maybe switch to have the redemption not be specifically all that. Well, I may not have to buy an exercise bike that fits under the desk. But yeah, other than cardio, all the rest, I don't see any problem with that. We took apart all that, we took apart all that. I won't take apart the arcade machine. Like, sooner or later I'll just take that home. I feel like we have depleted this stuff. Oh, did I miss more nails? I actually do want the nails. Alright, so I'd say we've handily knocked this building out. Alright, so what do I want to mark for my... That'll mean we've also taken apart all the metal stuff. Hey, Ascension Cookie. Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea for me to, I have to figure out how I want to handle that so far as the different arrangements of exercises. But yeah, to have some mixing of the different workout. Because the whole thing that started the push-up thing was me and my brothers have kind of, it's just a thing to like motivate each other. But we all have a thing that we're going to aim to do. It was 100,000 push-ups by the end of the year, I believe. Was it? No, was it 10,000? It's a bunch of push-ups. That's what matters. It's a whole bunch of push-ups. I think it's probably 10,000. It was a whole bunch of push-ups. So that was the thing, is just to get us working, or like exercising all that. And that's why I add to the stream, because again, like taking the time outside of stream to commit to doing the exercises, it's like, alright, it's difficult to fit into the schedule, as it were. So it's like, oh yeah, a whole bunch of people are like, oh yeah, you should do something like that for redemption. I'm like, alright. I'm down. Hey, the Greater Danish, how's it going? We are just... You know what? I don't need to take apart all this stuff. I already have plenty of wood. We've got nails. I don't need any of it. Yeah, I know it was 10,000 a year. So I'm only looking for metal stuff to take apart. Oh, thank you. My apologies. Exercise keeps you off the ADs. I'm sorry, I'm not quite catching what the abbreviation ADs is for. My apologies. Oh, that reminds... Oh, antidepressants. Gotcha. Yeah, like, exercise has all sorts of benefits you wouldn't expect. It does help with a lot of things. I just remembered, I have everything I need to, put a plaster all over my house to, plaster up my walls and all that, so I should probably do that. How much metalworking did we gain? Ooh, we actually gained a good bit. That's, it's not the driver's seat. I was very confused there for a second. I was like, I hear the car running. What's going on? There's only regular fog. We have very thick fog tomorrow. Yeah, I always forget because I almost never use it, and I probably should. But, it just doesn't come to mind naturally because I almost never use it. That'll probably need topped off before we're done with the day tomorrow. Alright, so I've actually never plastered a wall in this game, so this is pretty exciting for me. So, our bucket and our paintbrush, I believe, are in the other room. So I believe I want to fill up my bucket. Make it a bucket of plaster. Alright, now get those push-ups here in a moment. We're making ourselves an actually legitimately nice home. Alright, so get those push-ups and I'll be right back. The only thing I knew is each bag of plaster gives you 4 tiles, and you need a bucket of water and a paintbrush. So the rest is just guessing. Yep. I mean, she right. Okay, character will just pick it up off the ground. Yep, 30k hype. We're gonna get there. At the moment, the weather sucks, so we are plastering our walls. I wanna plaster the other one. Let me do this. It's fine, we'll get back to it. That's pretty annoying that it won't go on the one I want. Because aesthetics matter. What's the point of surviving the apocalypse if you live in a dump? Besides, it's supposed to get a bunch of plaster off my floor. Ah, that's right, you can do, so what I end up doing is, I don't know what the key would be for most people, maybe R? For me it's P, because I use a Dvorak keyboard. But it's the same thing, like I'd switch up and down when I want to play stuff, is how I rotated it. I do hate when it does that kind of stuff where it's like I gotta walk the whole way around to do stuff. It's right there. You do not need to walk around. I guess you do. Fine, whatever. And after this bucket, we'll let our character go to sleep. That way they're well rested, just in case there's helicopter stuff. Oh, we did finish that. Okay, cool.